dying light of the world, where rivers run red, and the skies groan with forgotten prayers, a monster waited, and a god, cast from heaven, sharpened his blade. Susanoo, the storm god, brother of the radiant sun goddess, Amaterasu, a force of chaos, wind and sea, banished from the heavens, condemned to wander the mortal lands of Izumo. Tonight, we follow his exile. Tonight, we summon an ancient terror from the depths of myth, the eight-headed serpent, Yamata no Orochi, a creature not merely born of nightmares, but the very darkness between stars. This is no simple legend. It is a tale of vengeance, sorrow, and the thin blade that slices through the boundary between gods and monsters. The earth trembled under his feet. Susanoo, god of storms, wandered alone, his long hair whipped by bitter winds, his eyes twin storms of grief and rage cast from Takamagahara, the high plane of heaven. He had descended to the realm of men, dragging his fury across the land like a wounded beast, but fate, dark and tangled as a spider's web, drew him to Izumo. There, in a village strangled by fear, he found them, an old man, a woman, her face a mask of despair, and their last daughter, trembling, her white robe soaked with tears. Susanoo approached. "Why do you weep, old one?" The old man bowed low, voice quivering like the wind before a storm. "Great Kami, for 7 years, we have given our daughters, one by one, to the beast. Tonight, it comes for our last." The sky darkened. Susanoo listened, and from beyond the hills came the sound, a thunderous hiss, a slither of flesh against rock, the groaning of trees torn from the earth. The eight-headed serpent, Yamata no Orochi, its bodies, yes, bodies, 8 immense coils, swollen and rotten, each head crowned with jagged horns and gnashing teeth, eyes crimson and wild, seething with unspoken malice. Rivers dried where it passed, fields turned to ash. It was hunger made flesh. Susanoo's hand tightened around the hilt of his sword. But God's bargain, even in exile. "Give me your daughter," he said, voice low, as distant thunder, "and I will slay the beast." Desperation left no room for doubt. They agreed. Susanoo moved swiftly. With a conjurer's art, he brewed a sake strong enough to fell the heavens themselves. 8 vats he placed upon 8 platforms, their fumes thick, narcotic. Then he waited. Night fell, heavy and cruel, and with it came the serpent. From the blackness it emerged, a mountain of scales and venom. Its 8 heads swayed, tongues tasting the fear that bled from the earth. One by one, they found the vats, and one by one, they drank. The sake worked swiftly, eyes dulled, heads drooped. The great coils slackened. Susanoo struck, sword flashing like lightning through a storm. He danced through blood and mist, severing heads with surgical fury. The serpent howled, an infernal chorus that split the sky. One head, then another, and another. Each cut a hymn to his exile, each strike a prayer for redemption. At last, the final head fell, shrieking, to the crimson earth. But in the serpent's belly, he found something, a sword, not forged by mortal hands. The Kusanagi no Tsurugi, the grass-cutting sword, a weapon destined for legends yet unwritten. Susanoo lifted it high, bloodied, weary, but unbroken, and in that moment the heavens trembled. For even the fallen may rise, and even exiles may carve their name upon the bones of the world. The echoes of Susanoo's battle with Yamata no Orochi ripple through centuries. In the sweeping epics of anime and manga, in the pixelated sagas of video games, the serpent's monstrous form reawakens from Naruto to Final Fantasy, from Okami to Sekiro. The shadow of Orochi coils anew, a reminder that ancient fears never truly die, and the Kusanagi, a blade reborn as legend wielded by heroes, gods, and those who walk the fragile line between. Even now, its name whispers through the leaves of forgotten forests, a symbol of power, of sacrifice, of storms yet to come. But tell me, when the sky blackens and the winds scream, do you hear it? The serpent's breath still curling in the dark corners of the world, waiting, hungering. If you crave more forgotten tales and ancient shadows, join us by the fire. Subscribe to Echoes of Legends, where myths are not just remembered, they are reborn.